Welcome back to the Backyard Homesteader. I'm Priscilla. Ritzy's around here somewhere. Today we are carrying on our visit at the Rhodes Farm, and we went to see the 2 acres that they ended up clearing for new pasture. Remember, he had that video. I'll put it in the end or in the description. I think it was like 100 days something like that to find a new homestead. Anyway, I had to see where that land was because it wasn't apparent where it was. And so come join us as we go check that out.
Okay, so this is if you watched this over the winter, we spent a winter clearing this. This is a 2 acres. It's nearer to our house. We want to cultivate nearest to our house as we can. So really we cultivated to my left over here, on both sides of this block building. The neighbor is not very far up there. It's maybe 30, 40 feet, and there's the line. This is kind of a big kind of arrowhead kind of piece of property. So the neighbor does dash down in here. We learn, you clear the small stuff first and you work up from there. Some of these trees, I'm always more careful, need to go, but I'm always more careful to leave more because you can't put it back. So I'm very careful. I kind of like that pine tree, but it's kind of leaning over this way, and it probably eventually needs to go. This cluster of maple trees needs to go. You can hear the feeder lamb. So this I broke a little bit of a rule because we put our feeder lambs in this big area a week. I wouldn't want to keep them much longer than a week. Ideally, like I said, I'd be moving it every 4 days. The reason I didn't feel like I had to be so strict here is because there's not a lot of grass yet, period. There's more bramble. So they're eating this bramble, and then it was bramble just like this over here, and then Josiah came in and mowed behind them. And when you mow brambly area, the grass is going to be naturally what's stronger and wants to come back quicker than the bramble. So that's one of the quickest things you can do is run livestock through it and then mow behind them. That's the quickest way to reestablish some wild growth. Sheep are in here. They're probably up hiding behind the brush pile. They're going to go on up and kind of see. There's a steeper bank on up where we cleared. And I think all this together is about 2 acres. They'll go up and then they'll come back, and they'll come back through here. One of the best things you can do is put animals on it. So this is not lush grass, right? It's not like where we were over there, but it will be. If you come back in about 2 years, especially if you're good and we stay on it and we mow behind them, it's going to be really nice.
And then your cows will go on?
Yeah, they can. Now here's the thing. Another reason for rotating is not just to let the grass recover, but you want the parasite cycle to die off. So that's about 45 days. So he asked, would I run the cows over here? Well, maybe, but certainly not for 45 days.
No, I meant
anybody.
After your 2-year term.
Oh.
After you did your 2 years, that's what your plan is.
Oh yeah, yeah. So right now this has just been kind of a separation place because we have the creek. They're over here in the woods, and these are female lambs that we're going to eat in November. So we don't really want them to get bred. In 6 months they can start getting bred. So we don't want Nacho to breed them. So for Nacho to breed them, he's going to have to break out over there and find his way over here and break through this fence using 2 breakthroughs. So or they're going to have 2 break out and get over there. So it's a bit of and find each other. So it's a bit of a separation. This could be, somebody asked earlier, do you just let stud muffin breed or whenever and you have babies whenever? If I wanted to plan babies, like I do my sheep. So I do plan the baby birth. We want the sheep to get bred now for a January delivery for a November harvest. So I have to separate Nacho out. This would be a great place for that. This would be a great place where I could run a bull or a ram, or if I had some ladies I wanted to keep separated from people, I could have them over here. These are good questions. We just have a bunch of brush. I need to burn before it gets too dry. I don't want that pile to go too crazy. Hey, why don't you wood chip that? We talked about that. For us to wood chip it ourselves, it's dangerous. You have to rent the machine or buy the machine. It takes a lot of time to just get a little bit of wood chips. It's seriously more frugal to just buy wood chips. and burn the brush. And then you have the ashes from it that you can spread, which are beneficial to the pasture. Anybody else over here? Any questions? Those tanks behind you, we found these guys who you pull the plastic out, you cut an opening in the front half of one of them, and you have firewood totes that you can haul these totes to wherever you're harvesting the firewood, load it one time. You know, 'cause a lot of times you go harvest the firewood, you load a truck or something, and then you go unload a truck into a thing. So then you load that up, then you put we take the roof off of one of those plastics, that becomes our roof for our firewood. And then when we're ready to burn it, we just haul that into place somewhere. So if you have a tractor or a track loader or something like that, that makes that possible.
You had said in the video too that your son was thinking about doing extra of it.
Yeah.
Is he gonna fill it with the wood and send it that way, or sell it just?
Yeah. Jonah, ever the entrepreneur like Lily, it was the same amount of expense to get 48 totes. We needed 30. It was the same shipping rate for 48. And Jonah said, hey, we made a deal. I said, Jonah, you'll cut mine up for me, and you can have the 18, and you can sell them. So he's not gonna have them in wood, but he is gonna get the plastic out. That's been a pain. Like, there's been liquid in there. How do we deal with that liquid? And he'll get the plastic out for you, and he'll cut the front, and you'll have your lid, and you'll have firewood tote.
This is probably premature, but how much are you selling?
120. So if you want one today and you have a truck, you need to let me know, because he could grind it out and get one for you. Unless you're looking for an excuse to come back.
I wasn't thinking. I'm just enjoying this view, man. I'm like, look, when you go up and you see just how beautiful it is. It's like blue sky and white clouds. Amazing. Old plow sitting over here. It's pretty cool. What is this road here? Oh, is that what that is? I wondered if it's the actual road, and I didn't really know. I thought they were just down the road from them. They're up the hill from them. Nice tree house. My feet are kind of angry with me at the moment. Should have brought my flippy flops. Look at that. Crystal never showed us all the pretty. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, is that just not beautiful? The weather, it was just gorgeous. Those butterflies, freaking amazing. We just continue to have a great time. Now, next up, we're going to actually go have food in the old barn. So stick around. See you next time. Bye. Mwah.